Hey guys, I'm Wanda and welcome to Crazy Days. So today is a little bit different. I'm playing around with a green screen that I'm going to be using on Zoom and not so sure how this is going to go because sometimes like when I pick up something, you see how it fades in and out and I'm not sure about that. I'm not really used to that. So I've got my coffee and when I move, you see how it messes things up. I've got to learn how to be still, I guess. So I'm playing around with this green screen because I have a Zoom meeting and I'm going to tell you a little about that. That's going to be with B over at Life Done Free. She and I are going to do a little conversation with friends. And so I've got several people lined up to do conversation with friends, and I think you're going to enjoy all of them. Jan at Not a Real Farm, she and I have been trying this for like last few months, and one of us has something going on every time. So Jan and I are going to get there eventually. B from Life Done Free, she and I are going to get together tomorrow, so it'd be further on next week before I have it up. Then I have Dirt Patch Heaven. Yeah, Julianne's a friend of mine that's been here. She came here and stayed with us for a while. Her and her husband and kids were traveling, and we had a blast. So I'm looking forward to getting together with Julie in the future. I have company next weekend. Y'all gonna be really excited. Got a lot of things planned in a short period of time for next weekend, but one is gonna chill for a couple of days. I don't know how that's gonna work because we're not used to chilling, but we're gonna have fun. I'm not gonna tell you who yet, unless she's done let it out of the bag. I don't know. But anyway, look forward to a lot of fun at Deep South next weekend. One thing about this screensaver thing here, Felicia designed this. This is the same lady that designed the logo over there. And over there it is. That logo, Felicia designed it. I have a link in the description. If anybody's looking for logos or any type of web design, let her know because she's pretty good at it. She nailed me with the running coffee cup, didn't she? I mean, you got to say she did a good job with that one. And the design across my web page, when you go to Deep South, when you go to Crazy Days, at the top of the page, she designed that. And then over at Deep South, she designed the new logo that we have there, and everybody loves the Deep South logo. She did a wonderful job. So check out Felicia if you need some kind of web design type stuff done. I'd like to thank everybody for all the prayers and stuff for my tooth. Something that's really tough to deal with is tooth pain. And I've had a lot of people contact me about a lot of different things, some wanting advice, some asking how they could prepare in case there's no dentist and things like that. And Danny and I talked about this, and this is one of the tough situations. It's almost like heart surgery. Not saying it's compared to heart surgery. When you're in pain, yeah, it's hard to deal with. I spent the better part of nearly 4.5 weeks in pain. The first week was my fault because I just wouldn't stop and go to the dentist. It just steadily got worse. And I was busy. Danny had just gotten his carrot manuals in. I was trying to get all this stuff out, and I refused for about 4 or 5 days to even think about slowing down and heading to a dentist. Then when I called them, they told me to come on in. They worked me in and did nothing except give me an antibiotic, and then I had to wait 5 more days. When I got there that day, they did surgery. It was about a 2.5 hour surgery. She cut part of my jaw and stuff, and she left it open. She did not pack it. She did not send me home with any antibiotics. She didn't even send me home with strong pain pills. All she gave me was an 800 milligram Tylenol. That was it. I had pain starting 2 days later, and as it progressed, I called on a Friday morning because she told me they would not be in the office on Thursday, that they went home at 2. I'd have to call before. Well, the pain didn't start till late Thursday. And I called Friday morning first thing, and they go, well, there's no dentist here. They're all off. And I'm going, so what do you do when you just had surgery And she says, well, you'll have to wait till Monday and blah, blah, blah. So I had all weekend with nothing but an 800 milligram tablet and anything I could find over the counter. I used clove oil. Now, I'm not a dentist and I'm not a doctor and I'm not recommending anything, so don't even think that. But this is what I did. I used clove oil on a piece of gauze and put it over it and kept it there. I used a Q-tip and rubbed the site where she had done the surgery. I took BCs or aspirin or Tylenol or ibuprofen, whatever I had on hand in between the 800. And I managed to make it from, I think I had surgery on Tuesday. I managed to make it through from, since she wasn't there Friday till Monday. I called Monday and the lady says, well, if it stops and you don't have pain off and on, it's not a dry cell. And we really don't have any appointments available today. And so I endured until Wednesday. And on Wednesday, I was hurting so bad, I could not even think. I told Danny I just wanted to sit down and cry. So I went back in Wednesday. She realized I had a dry socket and I'd been dealing with that for 5 days. I also had a piece of jaw where she had took some of it out that was pointed, sticking up. So she had to cut that off. So basically I had a second surgery. She sent me home with, again, 800 milligrams of Tylenol. That was it. The pain continued. It stopped for a couple of days after she put the gauze, but then it started again. I called back the next Monday saying, hey, look, something ain't right. And she says, well, we don't have any appointments and there's not going to be a dentist available. We're off all week. Nobody's here but me to answer the phones. And I'm like, I got to have some relief. I said, it's been almost 4 to 5 weeks now of this. And I said, I can't stand it. And she goes, well, I'm going to send you your x-rays and stuff and a recommendation for another oral surgeon. And that way you can go to another surgeon. In other words, she was brushing me off. And I said, but what do I do about this pain? I said, you know, I won't get an appointment like today. I'm in pain. And she said, well, I'll send you an antibiotic just in case. So I went to town that afternoon, got the antibiotic, took it that night. The next morning, I felt 100% better, 100%. It was an infection. And so I took the antibiotic for 5 days, just got off of it. And my whole mouth feels so much better after that. I'm not a dentist and doctor person, and I'm not putting down on dentists and doctors, but when someone says they're in pain, I think they should at least work you in, right? So, okay, that was my rant for today. I don't like dentists and doctors, but you can have on hand clove oil. There's a toothache plant. I forgot, there's all kinds of little different things that people do. Tea bags. I tried tea bags. Trying to think what else. If somebody sent me something, I did it. I mean, I swished with salt water every day, several times a day. I don't know. When you have toothache pain, Danny didn't want to pull a tooth either. That was it. I asked him, I said, if I'd have had to have somebody pull a tooth, could you? And he said, knowing how you are with pain, no, I couldn't do it. So I said, okay. Dentist is something that you might want to see if you've got one in the community, just in case. Just saying, because learned a hard lesson, because I was literally functioning half speed or less most days. Couldn't put two thoughts together because I would just want to sit and do this and hold my jaw. So guys, toothaches are not fun. And if the grid goes down, I promise you, it ain't going to be fun. Just know that's one of the things that nobody's looking out for and nobody's preparing for. Research anything to do with toothaches, home remedies, and have it on hand, because between you, your husband, your kids, whatever, you may need it. All right, so off of that, made a cup of coffee. All right, you guys see my shirt? Pray on it, pray over it, pray through it. This shirt was sent by Sealed in Christ Apparel. Guys, I'm going to put a link in the description below. It'll be www.sealedinchrist.com. They sent me a couple of shirts. I'm going to be wearing them over the next little while or whatever, but I thought that was special. Pray on it. Whatever's going on in your life, pray on it, pray over it, and then pray through it. Very, very profound, because sometimes you just have to pray through things. We can't change some things, and that's very, very true in your life. There are some things you just cannot change, and so you have to pray on it, over it, and through it, because you just got to ask for grace to get through it, right, guys? I hope you enjoyed a little bit of this. I just want to play around with the green screen, see what's happening, and I think you're going to enjoy B tomorrow. Well, next week, just saying. I'll have to edit, but B and I are going to have fun. And then the upcoming Conversation of Friends, you guys are going to really have fun with that. Just gets us ladies mostly together, but I titled it Conversation of Friends because I got quite a few guy friends too. There's a bunch of good guys out there that I hope to interview sometime in the future. So Conversation of Friends, guys, be looking for it. Thank you guys on Crazy Days.